Hey everyone, it's Monica Almaguer, and I have two businesses, kids, very busy person. So I wanted to give you guys a quick tip how I start every morning. I drop the kids off, get my Diet Coke. That's my coffee. I don't drink normal coffee, but I make a list, and I do it the good old-fashioned way. I just make a list of the things I'd like to get done that day. And then I kind of number them and sequence them. So I'm not thinking about what I have to do next. I have to go into full execution mode. So today, number one, I have a Sam's Club pickup. And I was thinking about when I decide the order in which I do them, I think of efficiency. Because I don't want to go from one part of town to the other part of town. And then I think also in terms of priority. So that is a big thing. Usually, because today is Monday, I would have done a meal plan yesterday. So that is typically why I would have a Sam's Club pickup on Monday, because I am picking up any of the groceries or the orders or Walmart.com grocery pickup. So I have all the ingredients that I need for this week. The second one I have today is a blood draw. I have been postponing this. I haven't had blood work done in, probably 10 years. Just a status quo, make sure I'm all good and healthy. The reason I decided finally, after having this lab for probably 10 months now, to get it done is I have to go to that part of town because I have a Botox appointment. I will talk about looks and spending money on yourself in a different video, because I have a hard time with people having a hard time about it, about taking care of yourself, look-wise, spending money. I don't want to diverge on that aspect right now. But after that, I'll be in the same area as a Target, so I'll hit that up. Very important, especially ladies, we get sucked into Target to put a list of what you're actually going to buy, because I want to get in there and get out, because that can go south really fast. And then from there, I am going to come home and I'm going to work. I'm going to work on one of my, or both actually, both of the businesses that I have. Some days, I'll do a separate video about this, but how do the work-life balance, how do you do that? And basically it comes down to me simply is that some days are heavily focused on the kids, other days are heavily focused on the house, other times it's focused on one business or the other. But typically on a day, I have a specific focus of what I am doing that day. Today is more of like a household running, catching up type of day. I'm going to be doing the basic work that I have to do to maintain the businesses, but I won't be doing anything what I call like really proactive. That's number 4. Number 5, I'm going to fulfill orders. So that's basically what I was talking about. I'm doing the basics. I'm going to fulfill the orders, get them out, nothing proactive. Number 6, I have work. This is the basic work. This is the answering any emails, going through that, and the absolute basics today, because I have a lot more going on. So 7, do lunch order form every Monday. Got to order lunch for the kids for school. From there, I'm going to clean up. So I have a house routine. I'll do another video on that, about the routine. The thing about me is I want to take everything out of my head. I have to get out. I have so many. I always say I have if I was a computer, I'd have 20 tablets open, and I want all those. I want to get as many of those tabs closed. And getting things on writing allows me to get it out of my brain. So I found that that's what works for me. If you can do that, write and get as many things out on paper. Some people like to put in electric form. I like good old-fashioned paper. And I just check things off as I go. And I, once again, put them in a sequence, because you're most of the time not going to get everything done. That's just how I've found it to be. All right, so after we do lunch order form, we're going to clean up, do my cleanup routine like I had said. And also I have a little bit extra cleanup because my husband was busy on a construction project last night, so there's a bunch of dust and dirt that we don't normally have that we're gonna have to deal with. And then 9, I have workout. This is on my agenda almost every day, 6 days a week. I take 1 day off. That's very important, and I wanted to make sure. Sometimes I'll do that. Most of the time I do that now in the morning time. I don't like working out in the morning. I hate it, but I do, just for time efficiency. But then after that, and so that's why I wrote after school, because today's kind of I know that my husband and kid will be over doing baseball tryouts today, and so I will use that time to do my workout. And then 10 is drum practice. I have been playing drums now for a year, and it is something I love to do. And so I love to drum practice. Now, what you don't see in here today is dinner, because today on my dinner plan is leftovers. So we had a nice, I'll do another thing about planning for dinners, because I always do have one day that's a leftover day where we're consuming leftovers. It saves time, it saves money, and that's basically my top 10 for the day. I'd like to see if you guys have a routine for how to get things done, or if you have other tips and tricks that I can utilize, because I'd like to learn from you as well. And if any of this was helpful, give me a thumbs up. Lab draws were a bust. I've walked into this place several times and they've never had a wait. Well, I go in there and there's like 20 people deep. So, I guess I'll make an appointment. I've arrived to my appointment early. So one thing that I always do is I have a book. And I try to utilize every morsel of time I can without being completely wasteful on my phone. So this is by having a book with you at all times, you could really get through a lot of books. It is the 30th of January, and I am almost done with 3 books. So let's do something efficient with your time. Another little tip and trick is to keep a book with you at all times. So I just finished up with Target, spent about $200, which is about $100 more than stuff I needed. But it's Target, so it is what it is. It's just about 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm really hungry, but it'll take me about a 15-20 minute drive home, and I try to utilize this time too if I need to make phone calls to catch up, or most of the time I'm just watching YouTube videos to try to better myself, and not, just funny stuff, but educational stuff where it can help me level up, whether it's Jordan Peterson, I really like, or if I'm watching Impact Theory, things of that nature. So utilize every morsel of time that you have to try to make yourself better and more efficient and a better spouse and a better mother. All those things add up, because if you're watching 20-minute videos once a day, all that information just accumulates. Just another little tip there. Okay, it is now 2:30. I didn't get any cleaning done. This is the perfect point to end the video with today, to tell you that no matter what you have planned for the day, a lot of times you're not going to be able to finish everything. And this is why creating the list and sequencing it into the highest priority is a big thing to do. I will, no matter what, work out. That's non-negotiable. But I did have some printer issues, which I had to spend an hour on, which really set me back on getting any cleaning done or anything of that nature. So life happens. You just got to go with it and do the best you can do. Tomorrow I'll have a brand new list.